history. No, you're gonna do this to me.
What do you like to do in your spare time?
Hanging out with my friends, be it in my house or by the pool or just jungle trekking, mountain climbing, anything, as long as it's with my friends, yeah.
So what do you like to eat? What are your favorite foods?
Oh, I'll just shove anything as long as it's like Malaysian food. I just love Malaysian food. But it's so ironic that I can't take spicy food.
Oh, okay.
I know, which is so sad because 90% of Malaysian food is spicy. But I love nasi lemak, I love Maggi goreng, Indomie. Like that's the best like comfort food or like hungover food that you can have. Yeah, just anything. But if I would choose anything, I would probably go with chendol.
Ah. So you have a sweet tooth.
Exactly.
What always makes you laugh? You know, some people laugh to videos of cats or dogs.
Videos of cats make me laugh.
Did I plant that in your mind?
I love watching videos of cats. Like just one of those things that just randomly do. Like once you get into the dark recesses of YouTube, and you start going into like really weird territories, but like they're funny.
Is that something that you do to unwind as well? Like,
yeah, it's mostly to get away from like my ex.
Oh, okay. So this problem with your ex, does it help you when it? Sorry? Does it help you when you're writing songs?
Oh, absolutely. If anything, they're the main drive. I wouldn't use the word inspiration, but they're the main drive behind the whole reason why I decided to write all of these songs. Start. Yeah.
What is your favorite movie?
Breakfast at Tiffany's. I love that. That and Mean Girls. How can you not?
How can you not love
Like such a good movie.
If you could collaborate with someone, who would you like it to be?
I'd love to collaborate with Lord, just because Lord has very distinctive sound, and I know that she's very pedantic and meticulous into music, so it would be quite a challenge to work with her. But I would love to see like what I can come up with, how far I can push my skills and my limits as a musician. That would be pretty interesting.
Yeah, that could be magic. What is something that you've always wanted to try, but you've been scared to do so?
Bungee jumping.
Okay.
I've always wanted to bungee jump, but because of the thrill of it, but also I'm just like, it's bungee jumping. But the chances of me getting hurt from bungee jumping is as much as me dying from an air crash. So
that's true.
Yeah, I would still probably be down for that shit someday.
Do you have a guilty pleasure?
Nutella. Yeah, I secretly just chugged that down. One of my friends told me to like stop doing it, but I still secretly did it because it's so good. I would nonchalantly just munch on Nutella, and before I knew it, I would finish the entire tub within like a day.
Okay. Anything with Nutella or just Nutella?
Just Nutella by itself, with nothing else.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Another guilty pleasure, I think, Taylor Swift. Entire album on repeat.
Oh wow.
Whilst in a train, like you have no idea how many times I was in the train and just like really want to bust a move because her songs are so catchy.
What is your favorite pizza topping?
Pineapple. Fight me on that. Fight me on that. I actually would eat pizza with just pineapple toppings on it. I know.
Do you get stage fear or any anxieties that come before a performance?
Yeah, absolutely. I would get really, really anxious pre and post performance, and I think the worst part is not before the performance, but after, when all the adrenaline starts wearing off, and you start to have this void that you don't know how to fill in, and you start asking yourself questions that you shouldn't be asking, and those were the feelings that start to fill the void, the feeling of doubt, depression, all that. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm still struggling with it because when people see me on stage, it's completely different from how I behave and I react at night, and how my disposition is right after I got off stage. Like, it's completely 180. I keep like a certain few images in my mind whenever I perform, so that I can always stick to the emotions that I'm trying to bring forth, because I do think that I have trouble trying to externalize my emotions sometimes, because of the sheer nervousness that I felt that completely masqueraded the emotions that I'm trying to portray in my song. So I just keep like an image in my head, and all I need to do is close my eyes and just, okay, that's the setting that I'm going for, that's the emotions that I should feel when I sing this. And if I know that I stick to that, then I know that the song and the performance should go well. I feel like a lot of people don't really know how difficult it is to be a performer, because I don't see myself as a performer first, because I make music and I'm a producer, and being a performer is completely different from being a producer. As a producer, I can externalize anything I want in the comfort of my own home, on my chair, in my bed, anything that I want. But outside of that, when I perform, it's me showing my work and it's like exposing myself to a massive crowd. Even if it's 10 people, it's still a massive crowd to me. I can't deny there's always that pressure of wanting to make sure that your message gets through and your audience enjoys the show, because they pay for the performance, they pay for the show. So there's always that pressure that I have on my own. On top of that, I'm a very meticulous, pedantic person, and I always want to make sure I hit the notes right, and I hit the drum pads right, and I get everything down, and I nail everything. So yeah, there's always that pressure. But I mean, as of late, I try to let loose a little bit and acknowledge. Yeah, that's what my friend told me. I mean, first step to cope with that is to acknowledge that it's okay to fuck up a little bit. It's okay to make mistakes here and there. But nobody's perfect. So, yeah, that's what I'm trying to instill in myself whenever I perform.
But I'm wide awake and I'm over it. When it gets too